What's going on Facebook? It's been a long time because going through so much frustration, things that I once, of course, wanted to be with like mainly just educational purpose and stuff like that. I wanted to achieve a very level of education, of course, PhD level, scholar level, within many different fields of education, science, philosophy being the main core of every single thing of course. But recently I dealt with a big crash because it could either be this is something that's just takes years to eventually accomplish, or just I have the right mindset towards pursuing an education, but then wanting to use the educational power, wanting to use the knowledge of power in the wrong way to the point where you don't realize you're just now abusive. And I'm not sure if I was actually heading down that path. And I kind of feel like I was. So I just started doing other things that just kind of kept me occupied. So it was definitely like crazy, but it's been like a crazy experience for me lately. Definitely like really crazy. But so today I am going to talk about dreams. It's actually one of my favorite topics. Um, Science really has never been able to understand how and where dreams produce. Sorry. Like I said, yeah, science has never really actually been able to understand where dreams actually produce. So, of course, I'm trying to tackle this subject because this is in between the brink of belief in God or disbelief, and I know that's a heavy topic. So if you don't want to listen, you don't have to. But if you want to listen, hey, I'm always here to talk about stuff like this. So, like I said, um, I've made a couple Facebook posts talking about certain things that have caught my attention in dreams, and I actually was studying this about a year ago, and of course I wrote it down in my journal, and it's just been exercising through my mind for a long time, and I've been trying to see how I can actually interpret this, and I've been actually finding different ways to interpret what I'm about to tell you about dreams, because they actually are weird, and they actually do signify that there actually can be a higher programming, whether rather than our mind as making it up as it goes along, that pretty much has a, how could you put that? Just uh, an anonymous destination, an unknown destination. Because if dreams don't really have any type of meaning, or there is no premeditator or planner behind our dreams, then it's just a mysterious journey. And then eventually, of course, you don't really know where you're going to be. I mean, you'll never know where you're going to be. You never know what's going to be your last dream. We don't even remember our first dream. But like I said, um, it's all about trying to trying to define if there actually is a planner, in which I think there is a planner. There is a higher being that plans out your dreams from A to B, and your mind is not making up a imitated reality as you go along or whatever. You know what I mean? Confusing topic, very very confusing, and it's already 5 minutes into the video, and I didn't think I was gonna be talking this long. So I'm gonna try to make this as short and sweet as possible. And there are a couple different topics that caught my attention, of course. And one is the clothes we wear in dreams. Very important. Always, always try your best. Every time you wake up, try your best to remember the exact pair of clothes you had on in your dream. Because even if I asked you a simple question as of, do you remember the actual clothes that you wore in your dream? Most people will definitely answer no. They have no memory whatsoever. It's just like that memory just shot out of their mind or something. Very, very weird. You just don't remember that. That's one thing. Um, that's weird because, we live in a reality that's all about fashion design. I mean, I have my favorite t-shirt on already. You know what I mean? So we live in a society that's all about our favorites, our favorite shoes, our favorite clothes, our favorite things. But when we dream, it's like, I don't ever recall dreaming about my favorite t-shirt. It's just something that just doesn't happen. That's so weird. But I also don't question it. It's something that doesn't come to my mind to where it's like, whatever I had on, I'm like, I actually don't even own that. I don't even own that t-shirt that I had on in my dream. I don't even know those pants, but you know what? I didn't even notice it to realize, I do not actually own this shit. So where did I actually get it? So how I actually tried my best to interpret this on Facebook was basically stating, what was the actual question? I think it was, damn, dude, I'm forgetting. Shot my memory. I have bad memory, so I'm trying to remember what exactly that I actually posted on my Facebook just about 5 minutes ago. Um, Shot my mind. Damn. Um, Something about the clothes that we wear in our dreams. Yeah. Oh, so another way of actually interpreting this is inside of a dream. Of course, you get up every single day to dress yourself. We all know that. Otherwise, you'd be walking around naked. That's not the point. But like we get up every single day. We dress ourselves. In a dream, why isn't a dream is the only place where is we do not pick out our clothes. You don't pick out your clothes. It's really like someone else. Oh my god. It's like somebody else dressed you. I mean, that's really, really, really ironic when you think about that. I mean, because it's like, let's make this a joke. What if the clothes you have in your dream didn't even match? And now the dream is so precise on what you wear that they actually gave you a good outfit. And you know what? You actually matched. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you saying that we actually mismatch in our dreams? That every single time we actually dream, well, you don't even match. Clothes, the colors don't even match. Could be a possibility. You also don't remember it, but hey, crazy, right? Crazy. I mean, let's take a moment of silence. That's just crazy. 9 minutes into the video. That's another crazy part because I didn't intend to literally talk this long, but hopefully it's interesting enough to keep you here. But yeah, what if what if you mismatch? But also think about how precise dreams are to literally even give you matching clothes. How mad you'd be at your dream because they sent you all looking like Bozo the Clown, and you're like, damn, man, they really just put whatever on my back. Really just gave me like, you know what I mean? Like half a generation of people today, they be wearing skinny ass jeans and shit. Like in my dream, I'm never really sure if I got some skinny jeans on. But you know what? It don't even matter. But it matters in reality. So that's just one part. Clothes. Study clothes and dreams. Think about that. Meditate on that, and journal. Add that to your journal, and see where that actually expands the mind of thinking. That's just one. I'm gonna try to cut this real short. So two, actually three, but two. The second one is the people that just walk by us in our dreams. There's a certain reason why all those people spawn and then walk by you. That's because dreams are doing their best to pretty much not give itself away, so that you can think that this is reality. So you can think that, okay, that's actually just somebody walking by. That's the only reason why that's there. It's so that you can think, okay, this is real, even though it's just a dream. You see how dreams do that? It's so you think. Just like when you see just the sun, you'll never question that because it's just the sun being the sun, and it's just there giving us light and heat. So that's just something you don't question. That's actually part three, because the sun and a dream actually does have a very strong symbol too. So that's pretty much it. And man, hopefully you guys benefit from this. Hopefully you guys learn. And for people who think that, Ferrari has just been slacking lately, he don't read anymore. He just plays Call of Duty mobile all day. He's not even showering. He stinks. He doesn't even work out anymore. He's so scrawny and skinny. You can see his rims playing. But I'm trying, people. I try. You know what I mean? Even though I'm just zoning out in my little world, sometimes I actually try, man. I want to do better, you know, despite despite my crazy horror and my thirst for horror and blood and stuff like that. Deep down inside is actually a person who just wants to believe in God. So I don't really know. And to all the Muslims out there, I'm gonna say Assalamu alaikum, and may God have mercy on you. Goodbye, Facebook. I'm also posting this on YouTube, so hopefully you guys can follow my YouTube too. I don't even have much subscribers. I don't really do that much to even put content out. So hopefully this will be the start. Goodbye.